I'm so excited to show you this. I feel like this is actually a game changer. Hi guys, and welcome to today's video where I can finally share with you EarthPro Evo RX by Arcadia Reptile. Now, quick disclaimer, I work for Arcadia Reptile as a social media manager. As part of my job, I receive products to photograph, film, try of my own animals, and whilst these were sent to me for work, I was not asked to make a review or anything like that, but I genuinely am so excited about this product that I wanted to share it with you and also show you how my animals reacted to it. So, EarthPro Evo RX, what is it? Why am I so excited about it? And what did my animals think of it? Evo RX is a rodent replacement diet, so if, like me, you don't particularly like dealing with frozen thawed rodents, this could really solve your issues. To be fair, one of the things that does quite excite me about this is previously there were pets I came close to getting, but then I opened a fridge in the shop and saw all these beady eyes looking at me and thought, I could never feed this to an animal. And now there is a potential that I could get an animal that would typically eat a frozen thawed mouse or rat and replace it with this. Obviously, if you are going to do that, you have to go into it knowing that actually maybe your animal won't eat it and you will have to feed it rodents. But there has been some really positive reaction to this food, and I just feel like it has opened the doors to so many potential other pets that I thought I'd never own purely because of their diet. There are 6 sizes, so pinky, fluff, small, medium, large and jumbo, to match the sizes that you'd usually pick when it comes to rodents. I'm using pinky and fluff sizes with my animals today. It is important though that even if you're looking at this, like this fluff size, and you're thinking, actually, I think my animal could handle more than that, it is important to actually just stick with the size you'd usually go for. So like weight, nutrition, fat levels, that varies quite widely in frozen thawed rodents. Like I've had pinkies that some of them are smaller than locusts, others look quite close to being a fluff. So at least with Evo RX, everything is standardized, so weight, you can have a consistent, precise feeding. Now, the first animal I offered the food to was Bruce, my blue-tongued skink, because he will sometimes eat a fluff. Like, I don't want to give him it too often. Some people have recommended once a month. That seems too high. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, when I've offered him a fluff before, it's quite disturbing because it literally looks like just a baby mouse asleep, and I pretty much leave it in his tank and leave the room. So I'm much happier to see Bruce's reaction to this. What is this, Bruce? Oh my goodness, oh, you're taking not the thongs, the tongs. You've got the tongs, Bruce. Here we go. Let's go. There we go, okay. I always find blue-tongued skinks are mushers. Yeah, they will just keep mushing, and that's why whenever I have fed him, I have gone out the room, because I do not want him to slowly mush through a baby mouse, to be honest with you. So this is a nice change, there's no mess, and actually that's another thing. These are batch made in the UK, tested for salmonella and this thing that I cannot pronounce, so at least you know all is good. Next up, I offered my fire skink Bernie a pinky size. Prior to this, he has never eaten anything other than insects and a snail, so this was completely new, and I was curious to see how he'd react. Oh my goodness, he took it! wait, that was... We need an action replay of that. I did also try this with Rex. I was curious to see what he'd make of it, because if you know about Rex, he turns his nose up to everything unless it's a snail. Like, you could be a cricket living in his tank for a whole year, he would not bother you. Like, he does not flick his tongue or get interested in anything unless it's a snail. However, when I put this in his tank, he looked quite interesting. I was like, oh my god, we might have a breakthrough here. Now, I must admit, he didn't end up eating it, which honestly was less surprising. There are different ways you can entice your animal to eat them, and one of them is actually like dipping them in water. And maybe I'll have to try that, because maybe it'd be a bit more like snail-like, and also maybe let off the smell a bit more. I did end up leaving it in his tank to come back at the end of the day, see if he'd eaten it, but he didn't, which is fair enough. I did end up actually putting it on the floor of his tank for his isopods, who thoroughly enjoyed it, because if you didn't know, isopods can certainly benefit from protein. And finally, maybe a bit controversially to some, I tried it with Minnie, my leopard gecko. A bit of a backstory: 2 years ago, for the first time ever, I tried pinkies with my geckos, following advice that with my elderly geckos it could be very beneficial because of collagen in it. Now some people were shocked by this, but anyone who's done any bit of research on leopard geckos in the wild will tell you that not only did they eat a range of insects in the wild, they also eat little mammals, other little reptiles, nest-fallen birds. I mean, if they can fit it in their mouth, they are opportunistic hunters, and they will eat it. Now, some people offer this once a year, sometimes twice a year, sometimes people don't offer it at all, and that's also fine. But for Minnie, she will be 18 later this month, and she is quite old, she's quite frail, and since the initial time that I gave her a pinky, I gave her a pinky again last summer, and then this summer she got Evo RX. Now there is a ton of information over on the website regarding like collagen and how this can help. Not only actually some already grown adult snakes have continued to grow after being on Evo RX, which is amazing, but they also talk about the elderly. So it says the combination of arginine, methionine, and theanine, I'm going to put those words on the screen in case I get that wrong, supports cell repair, circulation, and gut health, improving the animal's ability to regenerate and remodel tissue even post-maturity. Now, I wish that I had taken a before and after photo of Minnie. I kid you not, the following few days to a week after she'd eaten this, I noticed her tail had like become plumper. She was more vibrant, and she hadn't just recently shed or anything. I mean, as I said, she is old, she's a bit frail, but she genuinely just had a glow up. And I was not expecting it, and it really gave her a boost. Obviously, you may be thinking, of course you work for the company, you're going to say this is great, it's easy for me to just sit here and be like, go buy it, it's fantastic. But actually, I didn't need to make this video. We have had many launches over the last few years, and if this isn't a product that I have personally tried, tested, and feel like my audience could benefit knowing about, then you won't see me make a video. I mean, we've had Optimized 52, that's more for herbivores like tortoise. I don't have a tortoise, I haven't made like a whole video about it. Something like this I am going to use in particularly Bruce's diet, and as I said before, it's opened the doors to potential other animals that I thought I'd never be able to have because I didn't want to have to keep frozen thawed rodents in my freezer. And that's another thing, they come in these like little boxes, barely takes up any room, and it means I don't have to have this dog poo bag of pinkies in my freezer anymore, which I'm sure my boyfriend's very happy about, because it is quite disturbing when they're like, what's that black bag? It's like, it's got pinkies in it. So yeah. Anyway, if you do have any questions, leave them below. Also check out Arcadia's social media, because over the next 10 days or so, there is going to be a ton of content. You can see all the different animals that really enjoy this. It's been so eye-opening. Obviously, I make all the videos over there, so I've seen so much, and it's really cool. And if you haven't already, please subscribe here. But thank you for watching, guys, and goodbye.